Today, we're going to talk about creative, video creative to be precise. Google did a study and found that 70% of a campaign's success is determined by creative quality. So I Googled that just to see, well, where did their data come from and what other stats are out there. And as we can see, AI has bubbled up that creative quality drives 56% of a campaign's sales ROI and 75% of ad impact. Creative campaigns can also deliver 4 times more profit. So creative matters. If you have any time at all to improve a campaign, don't worry about the settings. Don't worry so much about other nuances or even the placements. Creative is the answer. You need to test more creative. That's what we're going to showcase here today. So we're going to say that, hey, maybe we've never advertised on YouTube before or in any other video platform, but we want to try. Or maybe we do have video ads going and maybe they're doing all right, but maybe we think there's a lot more opportunity there. All right, so we're going to try to find some creative inspiration by reviewing and watching a whole bunch of ads in this episode. We're going to take some raw notes. We're going to build up a creative brief for a video editor. We're going to create a job description, a scorecard for a video editor, because we need a video editor in-house for this type of a role to constantly come up with creative. Right now, some of the lowest cost per conversions that I've ever seen out there are coming from video, whether it's shorts or long form, as we're going to watch today. So this is more of a long-form video creative session. Let's dive right in. I usually have a document that I just call raw notes. In this case, I called it my YouTube ad swipe file. And over the past several months, I've been looking for unique ads that I think are maybe a little push the boundaries, right? I'm looking for ads that are creative or well-polished or raw video footage types of ads. I'm looking for a variety here. So we have some. And in fact, the marketers here have left us clues. Very first thing I'll show you, though, is as we dive into YouTube, and we're going to start with this random cooler. I don't know anything about it. I haven't watched the entire ad. I wanted to wait until this very moment to do this with you so that I can write down my stream of thought right here in my notes. I did take and go to the landing page just to see what kind of breadcrumbs we can find and to see what kind of competitive research we can do here. So the very first thing I want to show you is these videos are usually unlisted. They're used in ads. But if you right-click here and you look at Stats for Nerds, this is where I find the video ID. So any ad or any advertisement that you find on YouTube, you can pause the ad because it's a video ad, right? And you can find the video ID. And then you can go to that video ID by typing in youtube.com/watch?V=video ID here. So you can see this right here matches the video ID in the Stats for Nerds, okay? And that's all I'm snagging from there, but that's how I find these ads even though they're unlisted. That's what I'm doing to try to save these. In this case, there's a lot here for naming conventions that I don't know about, but I do know that they're trying to bring scarcity in. They're bringing in location, picnic table. Maybe this is actually in a studio, the table itself and the cooler, but the background could be edited in to reflect different locations. This is a version 2 of some sort. I'm not sure what this means, but we see a lot of numbers in here. I like that. It gives me some breadcrumbs. Marketers don't need to do that, and they maybe inadvertently did it, but let's watch this cooler. Oh, another thing I like to see is how many views. This ad has been around and has been run 10 million times to 10 million people. We have 10 million views on this. So this ad works. It seems to be producing an exceptional ROI, or acceptable, I should say, an acceptable ROI for this company. So this is a creative that we want to take some notes for just to get an idea for our product. Now, I haven't picked any sample products out, but for this case, this is just to get creative ideas to possibly hand off to my team and to a video editor or a video producer to say, okay, here's what I liked about these videos as a marketer. Can you come up with some creative ideas based off of this? Here's all of my YouTube ads. Here are all of the links. Here's everything I got inspiration from. Give me something creative. Let's come up with a bunch of tests. Easy to film once or twice and then mash things up for us on the editing floor and post-production. All right, so let's watch this ad. This one's for a cooler, and let's watch for some scarcity and get some other ideas. These ads are kind of long, but they're worth watching. Long form content does really, really well, as I think is evidenced by these 10 million views on this specific ad alone. That's a lot of money spent on one video ad.
Stop stuffing sopping wet bags of ice into your cooler. I've got a brand new fridge on wheels that keeps your food ice cold without ever needing ice. It may look like an ordinary cooler, but trust me, you've never seen anything like this. And right here, you can get our introductory pricing by simply clicking the link below. But you can't wait around. The last version of this solar cooler sold out in 24 hours after only a couple of text messages. And that version, it couldn't do half the things this new model can. So when people find out about this futuristic ice chest, there could be a mad rush. So don't wait around for me. Claim your own Solar Go fridge by using the link below. Now this thing is cool because you'll never have to refill it with ice. It uses advanced technology to keep all your important food and drinks cold. It has a high efficiency compressor built in right here. It pumps liquid refrigerant to suck up the heat on the inside, and then it dumps the heat away from your frozen food, drinks, and medicine. So you're not stopping for ice every couple of hours or dipping your hand into puddles at the bottom of the cooler. And it's super flexible. It can work as a fridge for hot dogs and drinks, or as a freezer for ice cream, popsicles, and frozen meats. It can even go down to sub-zero temperatures without breaking a sweat. But the craziest part about this is that you can recharge it for free using only the sun. So you can take it to campsites, baseball games, RV trips, or wherever. Plus, if a tree falls on some power lines and cuts the power to your neighborhood, you don't have to worry about the food in your fridge spoiling. And look, because you're watching this video, I'm gonna do something that may seem absolutely nuts. If you use the link below, I'm going to cover shipping costs for you. Now, it's not cheap to ship out this super advanced technology from our warehouses in Utah all across America, but you're going to get this advanced Solar Go fridge sent straight to your door anyway, all on our dime. And to sweeten the deal even more, you'll get some incredible free gifts too. Now, I don't have time to list all of them here, but you will get this solar panel included for free. Sure, you can use it to power your Solar Go fridge, but it also works with your phone, tablet, and all those other important electronics. Just plug it up to the USB port and boom, you got power. Plus, there's a free campsite cooking pack too. It's got one of our best-selling survival food kits in there, plus our low-smoke camp stove that runs on only twigs and leaves. Again, I don't have time to list off all the free gifts you'll get with this pack, but you can see them all by clicking the link below. And hey, if you're on the fence, I'm gonna make this order risk-free for you. I'm gonna let you try it before you buy it. Not just for a day, or a week, or even a month. You can try it for a full year with our 100% satisfaction guarantee for a whopping 365 days. You can't lose with this offer. Now, you should know there's one catch. We can't reserve Go fridges or give out any IOUs. So if you miss out on our introductory pricing, there's nothing I can do. There's only one way to guarantee your introductory price, free gifts, and free shipping. You have to click the link below now and grab your Solar Go fridge. Click the link now, read the reviews from real Americans like yourself, see it in action. It's all on the next page when you click the link below. What are you doing still watching me? Don't miss out on the free shipping and free gifts I told you about. Click the link below to claim your Solar Go fridge now while it's still in stock and ready to ship.
Man, the script is super well written. Definitely scarcity driven. Excellent bonuses. So this may include, or you might want to, if you get inspired by this particular video, you might want to start bringing in other bonuses, some way to really elevate the value of this deal and to get people to order, right? So, okay, so there's excellent bonuses. Love the locations, the B-roll footage, and the edits, the exciting edits and cuts. So they were doing like swipes and sound effects. I better add that. Sound effects were awesome. Background music was strong. It had like an urgent feel to it, right? So it felt urgent. Okay, so just some raw thoughts written down right there. This is the landing page. We will not go to the landing page today, but I will leave it in my raw notes for you to review. You should be able to find the raw notes on the video YouTube page for this particular video, and we should probably have it on our website too at some point. So hopefully you can find the link somewhere around here for this. All right, let's go to the next ad. Let's go to Geico. So we're going to get into a couple big brands here, Geico, then Mint Mobile, and then we're going to go back into some really unique single product types of videos. Because I did forget to mention that we're looking at these videos with an idea or with the eye for creating these videos for a single product, not a single brand, but a single product. So I call these single product video ads. All right, I hope that makes sense. It should. So let's go find.
My Geico motorcycle policy can cover my helmet too. So if it gets damaged, they'll replace it. I'm on cloud 9.
Disclaimer, clouds are wholly unable to support the weight of an adult human. Furthermore, clouds are not numbered. Even if you procured a jetpack and searched, you'd find no cloud number 9. However, at that altitude, you'd likely befriend a flock of migrating snow geese.
Beautiful birds.
Who'd encourage you to leave your Geico protected helmet behind, as they would take you in and even share their dinner of crickets and clovers with you. Geico assumes no liability for any indigestion that may occur from a clover cricket dinner. Geico, expertise for your motorcycle.
All right, now Geico are world class for their creativity. I loved the disclaimer interruption. Let's actually write all this down before I forget, right? So disclaimer, interruption while continuing to film was brilliant. The fourth wall breakdown where the delivery man commented on the birds, that was hilarious. And the disclaimer. Okay, so this one was really funny. This is just to get the creative juices going. We may not have the budget for that, right? And then Geico is not a single product type of an ad. But if we can come up with some sort of funny disclaimer and have funny things going on in the background, that'll still capture attention for any single product video ad that we're putting together. All right, let's go look at Mint Mobile.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here. Big Wireless has once again raised their prices. In response, we're bringing back our deflation promotion. The marketing department asked me to be as explicit as possible when explaining it. So here we go. Because we don't love f***ing our customers over like Big Wireless. We're bringing back our offer for f***ing unlimited premium wireless for only $15 a month. F*** me to the moon and back. That's a great f***ing deal. Explicit enough marketing f***s.
All right, another hilarious play on words, right? And of course, Ryan Reynolds is the perfect person to deliver that. So we can say great spokesperson, of course. Hilarious play on words. Simple video, right? So it's just him in front of the camera. They maybe have a backdrop or a green screen back there with text over the front of it. With one person and one solid color background. And it was like semi-solid, so I mean, it seemed like there was some curvature to it. But that was brilliant how simple it was, okay? So we might be able to do that with a product. We could just have a product spinning 360 on a table. If you're in e-commerce, you probably already have that type of a tool available to you, especially if you're doing 360-degree views of your products on your website. If you're not, you should, because that will likely increase conversions a lot. Give it a try. Let me know how that goes. All right, let's go on to Grip 6 socks. Let's see what these guys are all about. First, let's see. We have 1.2 million views on this. This has been running for about a year. This may be something that's in rotation, but I like how the headline here, just in case somebody does come across this, it's why Grip 6 socks. Let's watch.
Hello, my name is Kevin Rogers. I'm one of the sock designers here at Grip 6, and I'm going to give you 10 reasons why purchasing a pair of Grip 6 socks will be one of the best decisions you'll ever make. Stick around to the end of the video for a discount code that'll make testing a pair of Grip 6 socks that much easier. First, our socks are made with American Rambouillet merino wool that is 100% sourced from the Rocky Mountains. That's why USA wool is knit into the bottom of every single sock we make. Second, we use only high quality, fine micron wool to make our socks. That means our socks are soft, comfortable, and unlike the wool socks of previous generations, our socks are 100% itch-free. Third, wool wicks moisture better than any synthetic fiber on the market. That means our socks work to regulate your body temperature in both hot and cold environments, allowing your feet to stay dry and comfortable all year long. Fourth, our socks are designed with a proprietary foot-mapped contour terry. This sock has been turned inside out to demonstrate how the padding helps contour the foot in the areas you need it most. This helps alleviate pressure points and blisters while increasing comfort, wicking, and breathability. Fifth, all of our socks come with a ventilated toe box. That helps to release moisture in the area that your foot needs it most. Sixth, all of our socks have an instep flex panel, which allows the sock to bend at the ankle without bunching up under the tongue, which can be incredibly uncomfortable. Seventh, our zonal elastic is used where the foot needs it most. First, around the center of the foot for arch support. Next, our proprietary heel trap elastic locks the heel into place, which helps alleviate friction on the heel to further reduce the risk of blisters. And finally, on all models with a calf component, we use an anatomically designed graduated elastic above the ankle that keeps the sock from falling down while providing a degree of compression support to the lower leg. Eighth, in addition to the zonal elastic, the entire sock is knit onto a proprietary structure yarn that's made from a blend of nylon and lycra. This allows our socks to have a consistent glove-like fit day after day. This recipe, along with the naturally antimicrobial properties of wool, allow you to wear the sock multiple times between washings, which comes in handy when you're traveling or on a backpacking trip. Ninth, all of our socks are entirely machine washable. No more special instructions that involve different detergents or time-consuming hand washing processes. All Grip 6 socks can be washed along with your other clothing. Just follow the instructions on the packaging for the best results. Finally, all of our socks come with a lifetime warranty. So if you ever feel like you don't get your money's worth from a pair of our socks, send them back and we'll replace them at no charge. Well, you made it to the end, and as promised, here's a code to get you 15% off your next purchase of Grip 6 socks. Remember, like all Grip 6 products, our socks are both manufactured and sourced right here in the United States. We also have a live customer service department that is standing by to answer any questions or concerns you may have about our socks. As someone who spends a lot of time out on the trail, I can honestly say, these are the best socks I've ever owned. I invite you to give them a try. You won't regret it.
Okay, loved the personal side to that. It was very personal, very personal. Somebody or a passionate spokesperson, right? The detail behind, like the detailed list that he shares was a good copywriting technique. So we have the detailed list of reasons. We also have the guarantee, warranty, also very strong. This definitely seems to be like a play toward the very specific audience, right? So made for a specific audience. One thing that I noticed that may have been on purpose or may not have been is that these socks in the wool sock industry, they may have a lot of similar technology to other wool socks that are out there. But one trick is being the first in the market to talk about it, first in the market to share all of that additional information. Because it used to be that people didn't care. A wool sock was a wool sock was a wool sock, right? It seems like it's a commodity. But if you're the first one to describe a process, the first one to showcase these neat, innovative tricks about not bunching under the tongue of a shoe or a hiking boot, the air filter types of things around the toes, things like that may already be built into other socks, but they just haven't ever said anything about it. You get those points. You sort of win that loyalty and the trust of people who didn't know that before and who now know it because of you. So being the first to share a process that may even be universal gives you a leg up in the market, usually, right? So I really like that. So I'm going to say first time I've heard of the science behind a wool sock, even if other wool socks are doing the same thing. We might want to share some logic and science behind one of our video ads, behind our product in one of our video ads, right? Awesome. And that's a great marketing technique in general, to share what goes into a product. People do seem to like that. And you will get a specific audience who tends to buy just from that. So that was a very well done video on that front. I also liked how the spokesperson, he was passionate about it, but he's also into the science. So he kind of brought on credibility to himself. I should add that up here. I think he said sock designer or engineer. I don't recall specifically right offhand, but he gave himself that credibility to say, hey, I'm one of the sock designers here at Grip6.
Hello, my name is Kevin Rogers. I'm one of the sock designers.
And I think that helped the credibility and helped bring more listeners in. He also kind of had that dry personality. So you might think of the sock designer or a sock engineer as somebody just like that. He kind of fulfilled that stereotypical idea of what maybe the most common perception might be of somebody thinking of, oh, this person designs socks. It doesn't sound like the most exciting thing in the world, right? But this guy pulls it off. He creates an amazing ad. If he really is a sock designer, that's awesome. It's very low key. People who buy wool socks probably like that, which I thought was interesting. Okay, let's look at this one, the door camera.
This is the reason why I've canceled my doorbell camera subscription.
This brand new subscription-free mini Wi-Fi camera provides more security features than traditional doorbell systems without ever having to pay for expensive installation or monthly fees, making typical doorbell cameras totally outdated. It's called MiniPix and was created by former employees of a doorbell company based in Santa Monica, California. Their innovation completely revolutionized the home security industry, already providing huge savings to delighted homeowners, totaling thousands of dollars. So, major doorbell camera companies are doing their best to resist the change. After years of working as technicians for a doorbell camera company in Santa Monica, Evan and Justin learned that homeowners needed an advanced yet affordable subscription-free surveillance solution. They realized that traditional doorbell cameras were outdated and too expensive. That's when Evan and Justin decided to take action. Blessed with years of technical experience and an honest desire to give back to the community, they developed a unique plug-and-play mini Wi-Fi camera that provides superior security and convenience. When their former company offered $2.7 million for the production rights, Evan and Justin declined the offer. It was then that they realized the impact his invention could have. A group of investors joined them in his mission to provide affordable home security. They perfected the device and readied it for mass production. It's the most cost-effective way to upgrade your home security system. Unlike traditional doorbell cameras that are fixed and limited in their range, MiniPix offers incredible security benefits. It records at higher resolutions and boasts features such as enhanced LED night vision, wide 150-degree viewing angle, remote live feed, two-way audio communication, full HD live video, and more. Best of all, you have complete control over these features right from your smartphone or computer. Whether you're a qualified electrician or a housewife with no prior knowledge of electrical items, setting up MiniPix is a breeze requiring just 4 simple steps. First, download the app, then scan the QR code with your cell phone to establish a connection to your Wi-Fi. MiniPix comes with a magnetized base that sticks to any surface, making it easy to hide. Stick it to walls, fridges, garages, or even carry it with you on the go. No cables or batteries required, and you're all set. In less than a minute, you can monitor your surroundings from your cell phone or computer. Best of all, it saves you hundreds of dollars yearly compared to traditional security systems. MiniPix has already shipped over 1 million units since its release. But major doorbell camera companies are still trying to resist the change. They have already restricted its availability in retail stores, forcing to sell it exclusively online. Now they're trying to take that away too, and it looks like they could succeed. The good news is, Evan's company is extending a massive sale on MiniPix before it establishes itself as the new standard in home security. But this has sent demand through the roof, so this amazing offer won't last long. Click the link below to buy MiniPix from the official website. The founders are so confident in their product, that they are offering a 30-day money-back guarantee with no questions asked. With the need for better home security at an all-time high, you have to hurry. Click the link to get yours with a 50% discount now.
Ooh, love that timer at the end. Love the exciting music. Okay, let's go with the raw thoughts here. Love great, exciting music. Good story covering behind the scenes. Good scarcity angle. Great offer with discounts and guarantees. I also liked the large text, the large caption text. Just in case somebody mutes ads or they're reading it in a location that doesn't allow a lot of audio or wherever they're at, a person can read the offer. Great countdown timer at the end, which increases scarcity again. Okay, let's watch this next one. It's a little shorter one, 1.2 million views 3 years ago, so this one's a little bit of a slow ad campaign, but it seems to work. Maybe they're running it at different seasons, but this is another good example of a single product video ad. Wow, that was a short ad. It didn't have any audio to it as far as vocal audio, right? Strictly showcasing the product uses. Only music, no voiceover. That's what I meant to say. No voiceover here. Shorter ad style. Showcased the biggest benefits. So in this case, I'm not sure what they're trying to go for. I didn't really see an offer. This is possibly more of an awareness type of a campaign. They may be trying to build or kind of leverage a retargeting audience here. This one's pretty unique. I didn't get a lot out of it, but they've run ads enough to get over 1 million views out of it. It has taken a few years for that video, but I wonder if they do that to sort of top off an audience that they're retargeting at some point or somehow, or they are getting an ROI off of it, because I have seen that ad a few times over the last several months. Okay, let's go look at another one. And again, we're just looking for test ideas. We don't know about the performance. Just because there are a certain number of views, it could be that their audience is super restricted. Maybe those 1.2 million views are super highly targeted and they're toward entrepreneurs or people who have purchased laser products in the past that they somehow have a list for. I don't know. For each of these videos, by the way, I was incognito, or I tried to make sure that all of my tracking technology was off in my browser. I do try to keep things anonymous. I turn off watch history and other things like that in my YouTube account, just so that I get as much brand new advertising experiences and fresh content as possible there. So let's take a look at this cold plunge tub and see what these guys are all about here.
Have you ever been in a cold plunge? Recently, we attended a fitness event in Jacksonville, Florida to give hundreds of people the chance to try our latest customizable cold tank, the Cold Stoic 2.0. It was over 80 degrees outside, but inside our tanks, the water was running at a chilly 40 degrees. Many people felt the power of cold water immersion for the first time and experienced benefits which include reduced inflammation for better exercise recovery, boosted immunity for flushing your lymphatic system, deep cellular benefits like mitochondrial regeneration, and neurochemical releases from your brain train you to better deal with anxiety and leave you with a natural high. Customers love Renew Therapy cold tanks because they are durably designed for indoor and outdoor use. They're fully customizable with different colors and wood decks, and they come with a class-leading 5-year limited warranty. Are you looking for a new healthy habit that will transform your life? Just 3 minutes a day in the cold is all it takes.
So for this one, live footage from a real event, good copywriting. There wasn't really much of an offer, but it did talk about the benefits of cold plunge tubs. For this video, I think it was made for a familiar audience again. People who may have already visited their website, maybe people who have searched about cold plunging, and there's some retargeting events going on here, or somebody who may already be familiar with cold plunging somewhere along the line. They are showcasing a real event. They're showcasing why their tub is one of the better ones. They're providing more high-level benefits, though, of the cold plunge versus their own brand, which I thought was interesting. But it does show live footage of a lot of people using their brand, which is usually something very good to showcase, right? So they showcased a crowd showcasing the use of their version of a cold plunge tub. So there's still a little bit we can get from that, something we can learn from it. We might need to further define the audience in this case, but we can discuss that with our team. We can maybe jot those down as further thoughts as needed. In this case, I'm going to continue on and we're going to watch a knife sharpener ad now.
Here are the top 5 reasons you should consider adding a tumbler rolling sharpener to your kitchen tools. Unlike other sharpeners that take time to practice, the tumbler rolling sharpener is intuitive. Just attach the magnetic holder and roll the sharpener along the edge. The tumbler rolling sharpener is heavy and durable with a lasting diamond disc for sharpening and a stainless steel helix disc for honing. The magnetic holder has 2 different sharpening angles, so you can easily sharpen any knife from paring all the way to cleaver. It really works. Just ask the thousands of 5-star reviews. It comes clean and compact and is beautifully packaged as a holiday gift set. Get the 24% off holiday discount for a limited time. Try it out risk-free with a money-back guarantee.
Awesome. So what I really liked about this one was how it showcased the simplicity of the product. And I should say usage of the product versus alternative methods. Quick offer was made. Showcase packaging. So this is something where the video itself, there's a lot of footage there that can be mixed and mashed up with a different voiceover. So good strong voiceover. Good punchy, to the point copywriting. Awesome. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now this next one, these guys are world renowned as a multi-9-figure, probably $1 billion company from a few reports I've read. So this is Agora. Agora created this ad. James Altucher is part of that Agora family, if you will, of financial products, financial newsletters, financial software, and more. And I happened to come across this. I wasn't sure if I was going to see one in the wild like this, but it was awesome to see. So we're going to get a world-class experience here. These guys are in the financial space. This is for a single product. I believe it's a newsletter. Let's watch and see exactly what it is, because I was in a hurry when I jotted this one down after seeing it in the wild. So let's go and see what these guys are all about.
Even though Bitcoin has shattered its previous record high, please do not buy it. Instead, there's a completely different cryptocurrency that I predict will increase 8,788% in the next 5 years. Do you know what it is? I'll give you a hint. It's easy to buy. It's on all the major exchanges. It's far cheaper than Bitcoin, and it's just sitting right out there in the open, yet very few people see the opportunity that's available. My name is James Altucher. I'm a Wall Street Journal best-selling author who has written over 20 books. My articles have also been published by the Financial Times, the New York Observer, the Wall Street Journal. During my career, I've made valuable connections with everyone from billionaire Mark Cuban to Peter Thiel, who was the billionaire founder of PayPal and early investor in Facebook. I founded and ran my own $55.6 million hedge fund and a $200 million venture capital firm. I've also been praising Bitcoin since it was trading for $113. Around the time it hit $19,000, I began urging as many people as I could to get involved in cryptocurrencies. The internet thought I was crazy, but history proved I was right. Now I'm making another call that sounds crazy. I predict that a common cryptocurrency, one that you might have heard of, is going to shoot up 8,788%. And I'm going to do something even crazier. I'm going to flat out give you the name of this cryptocurrency. Yes, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is, and I'm going to explain why it will go up so much. Just click the link you see on your screen to find out. And that's it. Make sure to do this now. Chances are you missed out on Bitcoin's amazing winning streak, which has turned many investors into millionaires. You have a chance to get in on this opportunity at the perfect time. 5 years from now, you could look back on today as when you decided to take a small chance and your life completely changed. Or you could look back on today as yet another missed chance. I don't want you to feel bitter. I don't want you to regret making the wrong choice. So why not take a moment to see for yourself? Just click the link on your screen to find out what this cryptocurrency is that I predict will go up 8,788%.
All right. This one is so unique. It is just spokesperson on a dark background. And they're selling information sales. They have a good hook of not sharing that one piece of information you need. They're driving the click, right? I'd say this is exceptional copywriting, which I wouldn't expect anything less from Agora Financial. And their advertising clearly drives for the click to the next page, because the next page has an incredibly compelling sales video. They're going to get some opt-in information. They're going to continue pulling the curiosity hook, right? So leveraging massive curiosity and FOMO. So in this case, it's not so much scarcity because there's plenty of this cryptocurrency out there, but they're going for the curiosity side. So that's why I wanted to include this particular video in here, is that curiosity is unbearable sometimes, and it will bring people into a landing page. So if you can try to leverage curiosity in your single product ads, that can be something completely unique and maybe worth testing. Or the fear of missing out does include some scarcity, but in this case, it's missing out on a good opportunity that may only be available for a short time, which I guess I'm walking myself right back to say this is scarcity angle, just one version of it. So let's go to this one. This one, I feel like everybody has seen this type of ad out there now. A buddy of mine, a good friend of mine, sent me a similar ad, and I didn't get that ID written down, with a slightly different landing page. So these guys are testing a whole bunch of variations. So this is just one of many variations. These guys are doing incredible things. It looks crazy, but it gives you some super creativity to try to bring in the way things used to be, or ancient techniques that were used, and now your product solves that problem. There's a lot that can be unpacked with just this one video. So let's watch it right now.
There's one simple vision hack anyone can use to improve vision, so you can say goodbye to your optometrist for good. Did you know that vision impairments have nothing to do with your eyes? The eyes are simply a camera for the part of the brain responsible for your sight. Here's the truth. No matter what type of glasses you wear or what eye treatments you try, you're only treating the symptoms, not the root cause. So listen up. Eventually, it will become harder and harder to see clearly, making you feel detached and less engaged in life. This is when your loved ones start to worry if you're able to manage on your own, and the next thing you know, you're relying heavily on others. But here's some good news for you. Top researchers from the University of Cambridge have made a startling discovery. While studying a lesser-known area of the brain, these researchers were stunned to find that all vision impairments stem from one single root cause. More importantly, they've unveiled a simple 7-second vision ritual you can begin to apply tonight, which is now scientifically proven to restore your vision back to clarity, regardless of your age or current eye condition. Even 70-year-old patients who were entirely dependent on their glasses for over 7 years are now seeing better than ever. I encourage you to stop what you're doing and click the Watch Now button below right now to watch a free informative video that will show you how to naturally reclaim your vision. Remember, no need for a doctor or spend hundreds of dollars. This is something you can easily do from home. Already over 110,000 people of various ages are using this 7-second ritual and can finally see clearly even in low-light situations. Just imagine, no more blurring, double vision or strain on your eyes. No more dealing with expensive glasses that never really help. Best of all, you'll finally be able to cherish the world around you again. However, the billion-dollar eyewear industry has twice before removed this special presentation from the internet in a desperate move to safeguard their profits, so it's uncertain how long this invaluable information will remain available. This time, click the Watch Now button below before it's too late.
Okay, so we have a timer at the end again. This one definitely seems miraculous, right? So this one's probably on the edge of probably compliance concerns, of course, but the creativity is here. What's interesting about this is I don't know that there's any real footage here outside of somebody tapping spoon on their eye at the very beginning, right? And that may have been a couple second snippet taken from some YouTube video out there that we don't know about, right? The rest of it is B-roll footage. The voiceover sounds like it's AI driven and not read by a script reader or a voiceover artist. This video may have entirely been created or potentially developed with heavy AI usage, which I find incredibly fascinating. So let's talk about that. Pretty much the entire video is B-roll footage or coverage from other videos online. No original video footage. Voiceover sounded AI-like, so could be an AI voiceover. The copywriting, though, is well done, even if it is borderline compliant. We don't know what that 7-second remedy might be. And there are a lot of smart doctors out there that have researched eyes and eyesight, so I'm personally very skeptical of it, and I do think that it pushes a naturopath way, which there's a lot of good naturopath ideas and remedies out there, right? There's ancient remedies out there that do work. However, for the eyesight side, I'm going to chalk it up to me being skeptical. But I like how it pushes the boundaries of the ideal. Advertising is always, always, always about the ideal. Every single ad showcases the ideal. And this maybe pushes it almost too far. But if we can showcase the ideal of our own single product, we stand a chance to come up with some amazing tests to see what type of clicks we can get, what types of clients or customers we can get, and we also push the boundary of creativity, and that can be a good thing. It can be a lot of fun to push that, right? Copywriting is brilliant, although we will need to be careful and mindful of compliance or claims that go too far. The video copywriting showcases the ideal to get the click. Urgency about the video getting taken down, and urgency with timer at the end again. Okay, so here we have it. We have, as strategists, gone through 8 or more videos here, video ads. Now we know what we might want to test. We can hand this off to a creative team, or we can get a video editor in to start pulling some of these together. Some of these just had B-roll footage. We don't need to go into production for some of these test ideas. That one that we just watched, complete B-roll footage. We can start testing a whole bunch of B-roll footage ideas. If you don't know what B-roll footage is, it's basically footage it's like stock photography. It's stock footage that's out there and available to purchase. For copyright purposes, definitely consult an attorney or a lawyer on that, but I believe that you can maybe take a few seconds from a video to discuss it sometimes. A voiceover can be quickly recorded. You can use AI these days for voiceover. As we've seen in this video, I think that's AI. It might not be, but I think it is. Voiceovers are getting really, really good. There are a lot of opportunities here to just start testing creative and really boost a campaign's ROI just through creative testing, which gets me really, really excited. So let's get into the next segment here in just a minute, and we will take a look at how to create a brief, because everything starts with a brief, to determine who we need, the timeline, when we want to start tests, and more. We'll do that here in just a second. One of my all-time favorite processes to follow as a marketing leader, especially as a CMO and VP of marketing, is to follow the model that is plan, brief, certify, execute, debrief. So we've kind of been in the planning phase by watching all of these ads, learning from them, writing notes down. We have an objective for this project, and that is to get one initial single product video ad with the option to create more for optimization and testing purposes. I've already put that in this brief. So we're building the brief out now to hand off to our team. Sometimes we can just ask our team to create the brief because we have a template here. We can give them this example. We can give them all these YouTube videos, or we can even ask them to go watch for YouTube video ads or to do some searches to find more video ads for us to get inspiration from. In this case, I've done that as a manager. I'm going to pass this off to my team so that they know what to expect, what I'm looking for, and what the end result should look like when we're ready to go. Okay, so let's review this brief really quickly here, and we'll go from there. So the timeline is I would like the team to create 20 or more big ideas. We need a whole bunch of them. They can start with the videos that I did. I would like to understand the B-roll side. I want to understand script ideas. I want to understand what the offer is going to be for this product. Days 4 to 7, it goes over to the copywriters to write 3 to 5 minute video scripts for the top 3 big ideas. I want to test the long form side, so that's why I said 3 to 5 minutes here. Days 8 through 10, we can source the talent. Sometimes that's in-house. We can source the sets that we want, anywhere that we want to film footage. And then we can film the raw footage. And then we can go into post-production editing. And of course, this is assuming that we have all of these resources available to us, and we'll see that later in the brief here. And then day 15, just a couple weeks later, I would love to be launching ads or an entire campaign here within a couple of weeks, okay? So the main goal and objective of this brief is to create and launch a profitable single product video ad. That's measurable. Is it profitable or not? That's what we want to find out with this. So here are examples if the goal or objective is achieved. We have all of these ads. We want an ad that looks something like this, or a mix or a mashup of any of these. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who is this for? I usually have a pretty good audience brief or a copy brief before I create a specific video ad brief. So the copy brief is more general. The copy brief is designed to be a much higher level for our specific product. So let's go take a look at that. I'll show you this. So for us, this is for my company at Specialist.PH. We're the ones running digital marketing there. That's why I'm creating these videos. That's not hidden. There's no hidden message here for that. But our audience are people who have deep experience with digital marketing, typically managers to CMOs. They are leaders within their company. They've built processes, procedures, policies, and strategies. Those are the types of people that we work with. I've listed out a whole bunch of specific desires, the problems that they're facing, the psychographics, things they like, their demographics, their business profiles, and then results and anti-benefits, where results are the benefits that people receive when leveraging our HR services. Whoops, that's my old company name. We just changed our name recently to Specialist.PH. I need to update that. Okay, I should do that throughout, obviously, the entire document. Okay, this just shows how raw this recording is and authentic it is. I hope you enjoy that. Okay, so I've listed results. The result would be digital marketing implementation done for you by one of our staff members. The current benefit or anti-benefit is where the customer is at right now. But anyways, this is what it looks like to sort of have a high-level copywriting brief that really defines the audience or helps a marketer or any team member understand who exactly we're targeting and why we're targeting them and the benefits that we bring to the table. You might want this for a specific product line. You're welcome to use this. This is a copy of the copy brief that we use here, and we'll share this with you too. So we have the audience, and we've answered who is it for here. What resources are available to accomplish this task? Well, let's say we have a landing page or a product page, and I would put my link here. In this case, I don't have an e-commerce business that I'm ready with to share a link. So this is a template for you. This is what I would do if I were in your shoes and had a single product to advertise. I put my link here so that people know exactly where we're going to drive traffic. We have a physical product that we can take video of, that we can produce content for. We have an AI-assisted copywriter for big ideas and video scripts. I love what Harmon Brothers has done in the humorous video side of things. So hopefully this is definitely a plug for them. I'm not paid to say that in any way, but they have come up with some of the best video ads out there ever in the history of YouTube. In fact, these guys are the guys that invented the skip ads button and collaborated with YouTube to get that rolled out, which is incredible. So these guys really know what they're doing. If you go Google Harmon Brothers video course, you'll see the world famous videos that they're renowned for. You might not know that they are the ones that are behind those videos. They have an ads course. It is a couple $1,000s, but I highly recommend it and I love it. Other resources available to us is we have a post-production editing team. Let's say we're using a service like Trenderton. That's a service that we're supporting here at Specialist.PH. We love the team at Trenderton, and we're providing some video editors there. So Trenderton is, as far as full disclosure goes, it is something that I'm backing and that we are backing here at Specialist.PH. So there is a post-production editing team. They typically only do video shorts though. So long-form video editing, we might need a full-on video editor, which is why, as far as next steps go, we're going to give you the exact video editor scorecard that we would use to recruit a video editor and the video editor job description. We'll write that here in this video today. All right. We have ad accounts already set up. Actors can be just our in-house staff. As long as they're willing to help, we can ask them if they're willing to be on film. But just in case, this is another part of this template is what are the resources that are needed to accomplish this task. If we don't have sets, if we don't have lighting, if we don't have film footage, if we don't have actors or post-production editing team, then we'll need to source all of that, which might impact our timeline, of course. Next, inside of a project brief, in this template, we go over the roadblocks or the potential roadblocks. One is the set creation. What if we need to build a scene? What if we need or want to go to the extent of finding a neighborhood or scouting a location, right? Or what if we do want to hire a local actor? I've hired local actors before and they're absolutely brilliant in ads. It just depends on the type of ad that you're wanting to run or the type of video you're wanting to create. Bad acting could be a problem. So what if you do go in-house? What if your CEO is absolutely brilliant in informational video? He may be an absolutely brilliant teacher, but what if he's terrible at reading a script? What if it sounds like he's reading a script, right? So it could lead to bad acting, problematic acting. Another one is slow editing or post-production. It could take an editor a while to bring video footage together. There could be different formats of video. There could be different styles of video, different lighting. There could be a lot of mapping that needs to be done, a lot of light adjustments that need to be done. Editing can take a while sometimes. Of course, we have the compliance piece. If you choose to push the limits like that eyesight ad does that we watched earlier in the video, then you'll want to make sure that you're ready and prepared for compliance issues, especially if you're pushing those limits and or if you don't have a compliance team or a legal team that you're running ads by. Now, legal is designed to be ultra conservative. I do like to push limits myself. So this is a risk that you just need to make sure that you're transparent about with anybody on your team, with executives, with leaders. Everybody needs to know what the risk level is before you go ahead with an ad that may be risky. Okay. All right. Finally, in the brief, we get to detail the steps that are taken to accomplish the task. And I usually let my team do this. I really want my team to build this out because I want to be an auditor. I want to review it. I don't want to spell things out for them and I don't want to micromanage. And if I have a good copywriter, a good editor, a good video production team, actors, team members who can all put their expertise to use inside of this brief, then it allows me to continue my strategic outlook. It allows me to continue to build plans like this. But I also try to hire people who are smarter than me at these skills, so they know more than I do about what it will take in terms of steps to accomplish this work. I will say, or put a note in here, like see the timeline above, and then I'll ask the team, hey, can you expand the process in the sections below with that timeline? So grab that timeline and put in your piece as a contributor to this project. And then we always follow this in the project management software that we use, whether that's Trello, ClickUp, Monday, anywhere. We follow this process internally for any new campaigns, for pushing anything out, for any tests. We go through research, copywriting, compliance, production, and technology. This is where landing pages are built and tracking is put into place. We go through distribution, which is, in this case, we're going to put these on YouTube. That's our distribution channel. That's the ad network we're going to use. And we also go through optimization. So we want the team's input here on the steps they want to take to accomplish their respective part of the project. And we can also use AI, right? So we can say, let's go to ChatGPT. And let's use AI to help us create the process. We'll just use a simple prompt. Let's go look at the brief here. So let's say that we'd like to create a single product video ad test for YouTube. Can you detail the steps we would need to take to create a new video and run it on YouTube ads? And this can be just a framework. AI sometimes doesn't have everything in place or all of the steps that we might take. But this will give us a framework that our team can fill in if we have a team that needs a little bit of guidance like this. Because some people are really, really creative. Some people can think up and will say, okay, I have like 5,000 steps that I take to accomplish this, and I will put this all in this document. When really you just need some high-level guidance and an idea on timeline in general, right? We don't need exact details. We don't need to know the exact settings that are going to be put into place in post-production. We don't need to know the exact lighting changes or the format of the video that's going to be coming in, although we can put a few requirements in there to help guide that process, right? Okay, so looks like GPT is almost done here. I love using AI for everything. We're going to use AI again for the job description. AI is incredible at writing job descriptions. Okay, so let's copy and paste this into our brief. We can format this later. So we'll say AI suggests these steps. Okay, we can format that later. Then in the notes, I do want to let my team know that I'm not looking for a lengthy professional production here. I'm looking for a fast timeline. I'm looking for creative. I want more creative and less quality, because the more creative that I get out there, the audience will decide the quality. The audience will decide what to click on. The quality needs to be focused on the copywriting, in my opinion. So I prefer less polished and definitely bring in the authenticity. All right. Okay, next up is, let's say that we need a video editor on the team. Let's say we don't have the production availability or the resource there. So I wanted to show you what I do when I go and look for somebody to fill a gap on my team. All right, so the very first thing that I do is I create a scorecard. And the scorecard is different from the job description. The job description is where specific tasks are outlined. In the scorecard, this is how I want to measure the results and the effectiveness of the role. So the role has a mission assigned to it. For the editor, that mission is to drive performance. We want viewer engagement. Make edits that pull people in as much as possible. Now we know that copywriting has a huge play on that. There's other factors there, but the video editor does contribute to that and can contribute to that. So we want them to be editing for engagement and performance. So we also want them to edit for action as much as possible. So that's the mission. We want people to take action from our videos. We need an editor that understands that. That's the mission of the role. The outcomes are that they improve video engagement by X%. That's the reason there's an X there is because we may not have a benchmark yet. We may need to say we need a benchmark. So the very first videos they edit, we can say, okay, here's the engagement rate of the videos you've edited. Let's see if we can improve that. We fill that in here. Edit videos to maximize target outcome as far as editing techniques can help it. So we need to understand that editing alone does not produce sales. It contributes to it and it can help it, but copywriting, creative, production quality can have an impact. Authenticity can have an impact. There's a lot that can go into it. So an editor can only go so far. But this one is a lot harder to measure, but we're going to have to make that assumption. I think this might be the key metric, though, is engagement. Did people stay longer? Did they watch more? We can attribute some of that to the video editing and give them sort of a measured approach to say, okay, we understand this content was maybe a lot harder to work with, but you did amazing. Here's the engagement rate of this type of content. This is a good one, though, to be timely on edits, deliver content on time, meet deadlines, and then, of course, contribute to company documentation and procedures to help us scale. What are you learning as an editor? What have you learned hook people? What videos have you been watching that showcase good examples of editing styles? Is there audio overlay styles that help bring people from one scene to the next? there's a lot that can go into it, and editors should be documenting that as far as getting a best practice into place to say, okay, next time we need a video ad, these are the best practice for edits, common edits that we should be making to try to meet or exceed our engagement rates as from the editing perspective. Here's the skills required: strategy, video editing, creative, logic, competencies, definitely get things done, attention to detail, and so on. These competencies are typical of A players. So I like to try to build in competencies that match our culture. And then additional notes, this is sometimes where I maybe lean into the job description a little bit, just a few things that maybe our team works with. Our team only works with Adobe After Effects, so we have to have that as a must. They have to have a lot of experience there. I'd probably add a significant video portfolio is also a must. I want to see their previous work, and I want to know that it's legitimate. Did they really edit those videos? I want to walk through that with them, and I want them to show me what maybe they did with lighting, what they did with transitions, what they did with other techniques in a video if I'm an interviewer. Okay? So again, the scorecard is only designed for how will we measure the effectiveness of this individual. This will be over time, right? Some things we'll have to train on the job. Some things we'll just have to measure in performance reviews. When I'm doing a performance review, I'm looking at the scorecard and not the job description, because the job description, those tasks can change a little bit. The ultimate end result is what matters in a role, and that's what this scorecard does. Okay, so let's say we have this scorecard, and we need to look for and write a job description. All right, so here's where I'm going to showcase another GPT and a trick for getting somebody who has good attention to detail. So we will say, let's give GPT some of this information. Actually, let's kind of give it all of this. Let's give GPT the scorecard. Start a new chat. This is a role scorecard for a video editor. We will, and we need to add a little bit of formatting here. Oh, GPT is going to give us some ideas. Let's see what it says. Of course, specify a realistic percentage. Okay, cool. All right, so we got a lot of good advice here from GPT, but now I will ask, will you please write a job description including a list of tasks that can contribute to the outcomes detailed in the scorecard for a post-production video editor? And we're just going to copy and paste and format this into the job description. We can edit this to our liking too, of course. But I love watching GPT in action. Okay, so you can use your own AI, any AI tool that you prefer. I like GPT for some of this. For content and other things, I like to go to Gemini, which is part of a Google Workspace account. Or I like to go to Copilot, which uses a different version of GPT than what I'm using here. Let's go ahead and copy and paste this into our job description template. There we go. This looks good to me. You can edit, of course, this to your liking, but this looks good. We can copy and paste from here into any recruiting tool or job board that we're looking for. We can send this to HR. We can send this to supplemental HR companies like the company that I run, Specialist.PH, to help develop a job description for them. There's a lot of ways that we can use this to help us find that post-production video editor. I think that covers it. We have gone through the planning phase. We've done research for YouTube ads. We know that creativity drives campaign success, so we need a system in place that helps us constantly create video ads, and I think this system will help you get going in the right direction. We have our raw notes from the planning phase. We turned that into a brief. We've decided we needed post-production help, video editor help. We covered the audience brief too. We created a scorecard for the role, and we created a job description for the role. we're ready to go. Let's go create some awesome videos. Let's get things done. Let's get more creative out there. Let's be better marketers and have fun with this. We can drive significant results the more creativity that we bring into our team, and the more that we let them build and create systems that allow for a constant stream of tests to be running in the background for any ad campaign, for any audience. All right, let's go get it done. Have fun marketing. And it was a pleasure to guide you through this episode of Digital Marketing Bear. Have a good one.